It's kicking off week 11. We're at home against the Seattle Seahawks in week 1. Now, for those of you who don't remember what I did for week 1, then let me remind you, the Seahawks was 9-8. Okay, they finished second in the NFC West. They was the last team to get into the playoffs on the NFC side, and they was ultimately defeated by the San Francisco 49ers in the wild card game. Geno Smith completed 60, almost 70% of his passes, throwing for over 4,200 yards, throwing 30 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, having a quarterback rating of close to 101. He was named a comeback player of the year, and he was rewarded with a 3-year, $105 million contract extension. Your leading rusher for the Seahawks is Kenneth Walker III. He had 228 carries last year, just over 1,000 yards rushing with 9 touchdowns. You know the duo of rivalry when it comes to Seahawks is DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Metcalf 90 catches for over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Tyler Lockett 84 catches, over 1,000 yards receiving with 9 touchdowns. The All-Pro linebacker Bobby Wagner has reunited with the Seattle Seahawks after spending 1 year with us. They extended Jason Myers, so that's a good for them. They signed Devin Bush from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They bring in Julian Love from the New York Giants, and they brought in Draymond Jones from the Denver Broncos. They did lose Gabe Jackson. They did lose Chevy Harris, and they did lose Quentin Jefferson. Okay, a couple of noticeable draft picks that I seen both out the Big Ten. They first draft pick in the first round, they took cornerback Devon Witherspoon from Illinois. That's going to be a good addition into that secondary for the Seattle Seahawks. But it's the second time they picked this that's getting to me because they already have a duo with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Now they're going to have a trio with Jackson Smith Ajippa from the Ohio State University. Now, news came out that he did suffer a injury to his wrist. Yeah, if I can find it real quick, he did suffer an injury to his wrist. Um, if I remember correctly, I don't think they have a timetable for when he's going to return. But let me double check here. Y'all watching me do this live right now, okay? Because I have to make sure that I'm not make sure I get the facts right, okay? We got to make sure we get the facts right. So I'm looking, I'm not seeing them right now. Let me go to the Seahawks homepage, see if I can find it there. Because it's been reported that he did suffer an injury in the last preseason game. Something that they didn't want to hear, but that's what happened. Here it is. Here we go, right here. Seattle's rookie wide receiver Jackson Smith and the Jet will have surgery to repair a broken bone in his wrist, but still could be ready for the start of the regular season. Coach Pete Carroll confirms on Tuesday. Smith traveled to Philly on Tuesday for surgery. So Pete Carroll says, quote, he got a slight fracture that we just wanted to make sure we do the right thing to ensure that he gets back as soon as possible and as safe as possible. We are going to be optimistic about it. 3-4 weeks, we'll see what happens. We don't know. So you're saying there's a possibility he could miss week 1, and that's the opener against us in Seattle. Nevertheless, as you saw, they swept us. They beat us in LA week 13, 27-23, and then they beat us in week 18 in overtime, 19-16, to get them into the playoffs. Even though we was trying hard to get them not to make the playoffs and get Detroit in, but that didn't happen. Nevertheless, I have the Seahawks beating us week 1 because we're going back to the place where our season ended. And the way the Seahawks feeling right now, it's going to be hard to go back there and get a different result, okay? But here's what I'm thinking. Thinking by week 11, okay? We don't have our bye week. We don't did what we needed to do. And matter of fact, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, let me look at the Seahawks schedule because that's part of the reason why this second game is a lot more interesting than the opening week because everybody has played. So when we get here, okay, let's find the Seattle Seahawks. I want to see their schedule. Okay, where are the Seahawks? As you see, live. I'm doing this live right now. Okay, y'all watching me searching for the Seahawks schedule right here, right now. It's not showing me on there. Let me try it. Let me try the ESPN out. ESPN out work for me. Thought the NFL app would cooperate with me. I guess not. Let's go. Where are the Seahawks? The Seahawks will be at Lambeau Field this week for the final preseason game. That should be interesting. All right, so we have the Seahawks week 1. Okay. Let's see. Detroit week 2, Panthers week 3, Giants on a Monday night, Cincinnati, the Cardinals, the Browns, Ravens, Commanders. So they don't have a bye week until when? When is the Seahawks bye week? I don't see their bye week. So it looks like the Seahawks gonna play a lot of games before they get into a bye week, and we are in there twice. So I'm saying when we come off a bye week, we'll be healthy. We'll be feeling good about ourselves. Matthew Stafford, Cooper Cup, that offense will be rolling. Aaron Donald's gonna do what he can to lead a young defense. And then when they come to LA for week 11 in November, the Rams get payback. We beat the Seahawks this time. Difference being the offense being more explosive and the defense is getting together. That young defense is feeling confidence about themselves. They understand what Raheem Morris is doing, what the schemes mean, what to look for, how to watch film and stuff like that, and we get payback. Okay, we get payback.